What if everything you thought you knew about Earth's ancient giants was wrong? Prepare to have your mind blown as we unearth the astonishing, never-before-told stories of the megafauna that once ruled our planet. Forget what you learned in textbooks. This is the real, raw, and utterly captivating truth of prehistoric Earth. Let's travel to South America, roughly 15 million years ago. The continent stands alone, isolated, and something terrifying has risen to the top of the food chain. But it's not what you expect. Meet the Phorusrhacids, better known as the terror birds. You may have heard of them before, but what you probably don't know is just how sophisticated and terrifying they truly were. Standing up to 10 feet tall, these flightless predators weren't just big, they were built like precision killing machines. Their skulls alone could reach 2 feet in length, armed with massive, hooked beaks, capable of delivering devastating blows. And here's the shocking part. Recent studies of their skull structure suggest they had a bite force comparable to a modern crocodile. But it gets even more fascinating. Analysis of their leg bones and fossilized trackways reveals they were ambush predators capable of explosive bursts of speed up to 30 miles per hour. Imagine a 300-pound bird, taller than a basketball player, charging at you with the acceleration of a sports car. And here's the truly unsettling part. They ruled South America for over 60 million years. That's longer than the entire age of the dinosaurs after the asteroid impact. They dominated their ecosystem so completely that when the Panama Land Bridge formed, terror birds actually invaded North America. Few southern species managed that. They were unstoppable. For perspective, mammoths existed for about 5 million years. Terror birds reigned for 12 times that long, the undisputed champions of an entire continent. Now, fast forward to about 10,000 years ago, the end of the last ice age. North and South America are teeming with megafauna. But one creature stands out, and it's been profoundly misunderstood. Megafauna, the giant ground sloth. When you hear sloth, you probably picture the slow, cute animals hanging from trees in the Amazon. Forget that image entirely. Megafauna was the size of an elephant, up to 4 tons in weight, 12 feet tall when standing on its hind legs. But here's what's remarkable. For decades, scientists believed these gentle giants were peaceful herbivores, content to browse on leaves and plants. Recent discoveries have shattered that assumption. In 2020, researchers studying nitrogen isotopes in ground sloth bones found something shocking. Chemical signatures suggesting they weren't strict herbivores at all. Some species may have been opportunistic omnivores, scavenging meat, or even hunting when the chance arose. Think about that. A creature the size of an elephant, with 8-inch claws, potentially hunting. It completely rewrites our understanding of Ice Age ecosystems. But there's an even deeper mystery. Why did they go extinct? Giant ground sloths survived until just 10,000 years ago, right as humans arrived in the Americas. But here's the twist. Recent cave discoveries in Argentina revealed ground sloth remains showing signs of coexistence with early humans, not conflict. Some scientists now believe that climate change, not human hunting, was the main cause of their disappearance. The specialized vegetation they depended on vanished as the world warmed. They were victims of their own success, so perfectly adapted to Ice Age conditions that they couldn't survive when those conditions changed. Let's leap to Australia, roughly 30,000 years ago. The continent is home to one of the most misunderstood predators in prehistoric history, Thylacoleo carnifex, the marsupial lion. Despite its name, this wasn't a lion at all. It wasn't even closely related to modern big cats. It was a marsupial, more related to wombats and kangaroos than any true predator. But evolution had other plans. Here's what makes this creature absolutely mind-blowing. Pound for pound, the marsupial lion had the strongest bite force of any mammalian predator, living or extinct. Its bite force quotient was higher than both modern lions and even Tyrannosaurus rex when scaled for body size. But the truly shocking part is how it killed its prey. Unlike modern big cats that suffocate their prey or target the throat, the marsupial lion had specialized teeth and jaw mechanics that suggest it killed in a completely unique way. It had massive, bolt cutter-like incisors and retractable thumb claws up to 2.5 inches long. Recent studies suggest it would climb onto large prey and use those claws to hold on, while delivering catastrophic bites to the skull or spine. Imagine a 350-pound predator that hunts like a combination of a leopard, a cat, and a can opener. That's Thylacoleo. But here's the mystery that haunts paleontologists. We have cave paintings from Aboriginal Australians, dating back tens of thousands of years. They depict many extinct megafauna, yet clear depictions of Thylacoleo are extremely rare or even non-existent. Did humans hunt them to extinction before they could be widely recorded in art? Or did they naturally die out due to climate shifts? The debate continues, but one thing is certain. Australia's apex predator for millions of years vanished just as humans arrived. Coincidence? The evidence suggests otherwise. Now let's move to something even more massive, a creature that challenges our entire understanding of prehistoric size limits. Paraceratherium, the largest land mammal to ever walk the earth. This giant lived roughly 25 million years ago across Asia, and it was absolutely colossal. Standing 18 feet tall at the shoulder and weighing up to 20 tons, it made elephants look small. It was as tall as a giraffe, but 4 times heavier. For years, scientists assumed such massive animals needed enormous amounts of food and were therefore vulnerable to environmental change. But recent studies of their tooth-wear patterns and fossilized vegetation revealed something extraordinary. Paraceratherium wasn't just eating any plants. It was selective, targeting the most nutrient-dense vegetation available. It was essentially practicing efficient foraging, maximizing calories while minimizing effort. But there's a darker side to this story. Why don't we have creatures this size anymore? Why did the upper limit of land mammal size shrink after the Oligocene epoch? The answer lies in a perfect storm of environmental factors. Global cooling, changing vegetation patterns, and the rise of more efficient predators all played a role. But recent climate models suggest something even deeper. The Earth's oxygen levels and atmosphere may have limited how large animals could grow. As the planet's climate became more unstable, supporting enormous bodies became increasingly difficult. Paraceratherium didn't just go extinct. It marked the end of an era when the Earth could support land animals of truly monstrous proportions. We may never see their like again. Now we come to the question that haunts every paleontologist. Why did these incredible creatures disappear? For years, the story was simple. Humans arrived, megafauna died. Case closed. But modern science is revealing a far more complex and nuanced truth. Yes, human arrival often lines up with megafauna extinction. But correlation isn't causation, and the real story involves overlapping forces. Climate change was devastating. The end of the Ice Age brought rapid environmental shifts, faster than many species could adapt. Specialized megafauna, evolved for specific conditions, suddenly found their world transformed. Some scientists now argue that humans weren't the main cause, but the final stressor on populations already weakened by climate change. It's like a patient dying from pneumonia while already battling cancer. What actually killed them? Recent genetic studies of mammoths show that they were suffering from severe inbreeding and population collapse, thousands of years before extinction. Their numbers were already in trouble. The same pattern appears worldwide. Climate change weakens populations, habitats fragment, genetic diversity collapses, and then humans arrive as the final blow. It's not a simple story of human destruction or nature's failure. It's a tragic convergence of many forces at once. And here's the sobering truth. We're living through something similar right now. Climate change, habitat loss, and human expansion are creating the same conditions that wiped out the megafauna. We're not just studying history, we're repeating it. So what have we learned? Prehistoric Earth wasn't just filled with big animals. It was a world of incredible diversity, shocking adaptations, and creatures so strange, they stretched the limits of imagination. Terror birds that hunted with precision and speed. Giant ground sloths that may have eaten meat. Marsupial lions with the strongest bite force in mammal history. And herbivorous giants so large, we may never see their equal again. But the most important lesson is this. These creatures didn't fail. They thrived for millions of years, far longer than humans have existed. They were perfectly adapted to their worlds, until those worlds changed too fast. Their extinction wasn't inevitable. It was the result of timing, of chance, of being in the wrong place, when everything shifted at once. And that should give us pause, as we face our own era of rapid change. The megafauna of prehistoric Earth have left us an incredible legacy. Fossils that tell stories of resilience, adaptation, and vulnerability. Their bones whisper warnings from the deep past about what happens when planets change faster than life can evolve. If you enjoyed this journey into Earth's forgotten giants, make sure to like and subscribe for more deep dives into our ancient world. And tell me, which prehistoric creature would you most want to see in real life, and why? Until next time, keep looking back to understand our present, because the past has more to teach us than we ever imagined.